It's your boy, Curtis, aka Flex, coming to you with my first Q&A. Now, actually, I wanted to do, or introduce you guys to a new little show thing I wanted to call What's Up. And it's more like a What's Up Wednesdays, and every Wednesday I'll tell you guys or see what's up with not just only with me, but I want to see what's up with you guys. So, again, what's up? Just if you have anything to tell me what's up or what you've seen or what you know about, drop it in the comment section because I'd like to know what's up. What's up? What happened with me today or what happened so far? Today, for example, I went to the gym, got my workout in, which was great, which was good. Then I'm on my way leaving to go to work because, as you guys know or might not know, I work out in the morning times. Not only do I work out in the morning times, I actually take public transit. So, I don't go into a vehicle. I just go on, a usual walk to, your bus stop or your transit stop, and you board whatever you're taking. So I'm on my way going to the stop, and I see a big truck drive by. Again, it's the way the direction where I was going, it would be making a left turn to go into the direction of where I'm walking. So, anyways, I'm watching the bus. I'm watching the truck actually making its turn, and then come to notice that its back is wide open. So, you guys be a guess or take a guess on what exactly happened. The truck makes its turn, and the cargo that was in the back of the truck ended up spilling over. So for a good maybe 2 blocks, people was trying to, I guess, slow the guy down until finally in the distance you see him get slowed down and become aware that probably a quarter of his load ended up falling in the back of his truck. So that was quite an interesting development to happen this morning. And on that same trip, I got off the transit because I take 2 buses to get to where my workplace is from the gym. So going on to getting onto the next bus, I see or I hear just a big thudding noise. So I'm wondering where is that coming from? Like any sound. If it's not a regular sound, you wonder where it's coming from. Turn my head, I see coming over. I see a truck pulling over with. One of its tires are flat, and it's loud enough to get enough people's attention, and pretty much the whole block is there watching this person driving on it. They make a left turn, and of course you making enough noise and drawing enough attention, you're gonna have the police get noticed. So police was actually followed them, stopped them, and I guess pulled them over. So again, you see somebody pull over. What happens? You pull them over and they stop, and whatever the case might be. What ended up happening was that the person jumped out of the car, I guess scared. It was an older gentleman. He jumped out of the car, got scared. The cop, whenever a cop sees somebody jump out of the car, get back in the car before something happens. He jumped back in his car, and what ended up happening is, I guess the person told that cop that they were trying to get to yourselves to a tire place to replace the tire. So fortunately enough, I'm not sure if he got a ticket, but the cop escorted that gentleman hopefully to where he had to get to. So basically, guys, I wanted to drop you guys a little bit of a story, and that's what's up. What happened today. So as you guys know, since last week there, I told you guys, or I asked you guys if you guys want to ask me some questions. I wanted to start my first Q&A like I was telling you guys. So for those of you that actually did ask me a few questions, thank you. I appreciate. I'm glad that anybody had any questions, period, much less the amount that I got. So let's get to this. First question was from Kimmy Unlimited. The question was, where in Canada I'm from, or where in Canada was I born? And I was born in Toronto, Canada. Born and raised. I've been here for most of my life, of course. What I like to do for fun. I personally like track and field. I like watching and I like wrestling, so wrestling is one of my favorite things to do is watching wrestling. And other than that, my favorite thing for fun is really, working out. Working out is I find that as one of the funnest things to do and staying in shape. I personally like all types of sports. I like playing basketball. I won't say I'm all American or all I'm not no professional, but I enjoy playing any sports. I play pretty much any sports. So yeah. So, my favorite thing to do is probably play sports and stay active. That's a proper answer, I should say. I love to stay active, and pretty much any active activity, that's where I find the most fun out of. Next question, or the same question from Kimmy Unlimited. She asked me a few questions, which is great. I embrace, all the questions. Thank you, Kimmy Unlimited, for those questions. Next question was, what was my favorite food? And what's my favorite food? My favorite food would definitely be, I would say, sweet potatoes, or if not sweet potatoes, just a good salad. I personally like salads. If not salads, I'd be any seafood. I love seafood. I love crabs and lobsters and shrimp. I would love some shrimp. I love some shrimp right now. But I love a lot of seafoods, a lot of shellfish. I'm not allergic to pretty much anything. I was raised to basically or personally eat anything or make sure you eat everything. So I pretty much eat you know anything. There's no real thing that I like more than the other. Of course you gotta like sweet things. I got my own sweet tooth. Trust me. I had to learn how to control this sweet tooth, but I have my sweet tooth, so I've again cut down on a lot of sweet tooth things. One of my favorite things that I had a sweet tooth for was butter tarts, not the pecan ones, but the butter tarts which had the raisins and all that gooey stuff. That was one of my. I could kill a box of those in a day back in the day. So and a box of those, if I don't know, the packages you guys might know of, but they come with like about 10 of them, and killing off 10 butter tarts a day or in a quick span, you will put on a few pounds. So that was something I had to really cut back on, getting into the whole fitness life and getting fit and getting active. My favorite healthy meal, unfortunately, Kiwi Unlimited, back maybe 100 videos ago, I said a few of my favorite meals. I like to go personally to Subway or Teriyaki Experience. Those are two of my go-to cheat meal day places. Or more recently, within the last year, believe it or not, I only knew about Chipotle within the last maybe year. That is guaranteed my favorite place nowadays to really get my cheat meal in, which it's still, I wouldn't really consider a cheat meal, but it's something where you could actually choose, what exactly you want. So Chipotle would be nowadays my favorite meal or favorite cheat meal. And comic book character. This is also coming from Kimmy Unlimited. My favorite comic book character would have to be, and it will always be, Superman. Superman is somebody that I idolize. I have a tattoo of him on my arm. I love Superman. Superman is somebody that you always inspire to, especially for myself. Just being able to no matter what. If it's a bullet bounce off of you, if it's strength, you always got it. I've always idolized the strength and the power and the intelligence of the Man of Steel, Superman. So Superman would be my favorite comic book character. Next question. Next question is coming from Amanda Likes to Lift or Likes Lift. Her question was, what's my favorite healthy movement, favorite cheat meal? Again, that is the answer that I gave with the Kimmy Unlimited's question. But again, Chipotle would be. Sorry about that. Chipotle would definitely be my go-to. I love Chipotle. Chipotle, basically nowadays it's pretty much everywhere. I am not too sure where it's not yet, but Chipotle is my shit. From Island Aesthetics, his question was, what was your first goal you set out when you started lifting, and did you complete it? My first goal actually was to actually get into men's physique, and what I started to do was I didn't get myself a coach. I pretty much got the knowledge and everything for myself. So I basically tested out myself on how to lose poundage and gain, muscle and do everything like that. So what I actually did was back maybe 5 years ago, I was at about 229 pounds and just heavy. I may be able to find, hopefully I can find a picture and I'll drop it here for you guys. But I was pretty heavy, and what I did was I, again, read up some stuff, got myself knowledge, or got knowledge on doing these things, and I actually worked on getting myself a cut. So I made sure I went into the gym. I worked on, the macro system. I love if it fits your macros. I use MyFitnessPal. Trust me, if you guys haven't tried that, use MyFitnessPal because it's one of the best things to keep yourself knowledgeable of what you're putting inside your system. And again, that is one of the best apps to put on your phone, or no matter what you're using. That is the best way to test yourself. So, but back to the story. I was at 229 pounds, and the first thing I wanted to do was, again, lose weight. So I went and got myself knowledgeable on the things, and just started working out. Started cutting, or checking my macros, clean eating, and I went from 229 to 179. And what I wanted to do again was try to cut down some more, see where it takes me, and again, dropped down to about 8% body fat. My waistline was at about 29, and I was, I wouldn't say ripped to shreds, but I was pretty darn ripped. And at that point, as you know, you come to a point where you kind of like, anything more would be just a little too crazy. And I just said, you know what, I'll leave it at that. And then I started going into powerlifting, and it was my brother that actually, let me go back. So that was the first thing in lifting that I wanted to complete, and I actually did complete it. That's what brings me into the powerlifting thing. My brother always used to tease me about not doing squats and not doing deadlifts, because the stories you hear about, deadlifts, you're gonna snap your back, and squats, you have too much heavy weights on your back, it's like it's gonna kill you. And that was the things that I kind of strayed away from, because I was like, I ain't doing that. But getting into it, I was always felt, and I knew that I was pretty strong, period, not just for powerlifting, but I always felt strong. So going into powerlifting, I was like, you know what, I'd love to try that out. I tried it out, worked up my maxes, and pretty much you guys know the story from there. I tried a couple meets, and that's what brings us to here. So yes, I did, buddy, I did accomplish what I wanted to complete. So thanks for that question. So that is pretty much how my workouts went. I wanted to get as many questions as possible, but I'll take what I got, and I'm happy for the questions I got. And again, maybe if you guys want to ask me some more questions, again, here's a comment section. Leave me leave me a question, what you want to know, and hopefully maybe I'll have a second Q&A. Maybe not, maybe in the near future I'll have another Q&A, and I'll be able to answer your questions. If I get a good amount, again, I will try my best to answer those questions for you. So if you guys are liking this Q&A that I put together here, again, this is just my first one, so if it's a little weird or whatever the case might be, I apologize. I'm trying again to do new and better things, and hopefully you guys are getting something out of it. But if you guys like it, make sure you hit that like button, because again, liking is one of the best ways to let me know you guys are actually liking it. And again, there's a comment section if you want to let me know, there as well. also in the comment section, let me know what I can do to fix it. I know it's not perfect, so please, I would love some, some criticism, even if it's good or bad. No, I would like some, constructive criticism from you guys. So, let me know in the comment section what you guys think I could do to fix it. Nothing's perfect. I'm always trying to work on making things better. So again, make sure you hit me up in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe. If this is the first time you actually hit my channel, make sure you subscribe, because again, subscribing is one of the best ways to find out when my next videos are coming out. And again, this is not the end. I got a lot more ideas. I got a lot more videos that I got planned in my head. And again, this one as well is like I was telling you, What's Up Wednesdays. I hope this is, again, just as a prototype. Hopefully, if you guys are actually liking it, let me know as well in the comment section. And share it with anybody that might be interested in powerlifting, power building, bodybuilding, fitness. We'll get into the food too. I keep on saying it, but we'll get into the food too. And again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, you share and suggest. And always remember, guys, at the end of the day, to flex them guns. Bullet.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.